is a systematic way to approach our research. First, we have to identify the problem. First, we have to see what is the research gap and what is the motivation for us, what are the challenges we are having, and what are the objectives we are having. When I ask someone about scholars marriage, what is the problem? What is problem? Yeah, marriage itself a problem, yeah. Agree or not? Okay, so we identified marriage is a problem. Next, we will see what is the research gap. Age gap, yes, age gap. Actually, we for our research purpose, we will identify and we will study number of papers and we will come to know what is the research gap. For us, marriage age gap, I told you right. People used to ask us, you are getting 30 years, when you will marriage, when you will get, when is your marriage, when we will eat papu food and all. They will keep on asking us. So they itself like they don't give a chance to find our research gap because they know already right we crossed the age gap, so they will fix the our age gap. So this is the research gap. So we found like marriage itself a problem, so we have to face it or we have to solve it. So we have identified the problem and we have identified the research gap. Research gap is nothing but age gap, so that is also identified. And next one is what is the motivation for marriage. Yes, I would say motivation for marriage is my supervisor. Yes, when supervisors call me, like I want someone to uh, what I can say, to relieve my stress or like he scolds me means how to scold someone, right? So if I got marriage means, so I will scold my wife because she can only uh, face me and she can only hold me. So that is the motivation. Before going to set our objectives, first we have to see what are the challenges we are having. Yes, what are the challenges? If we already constructed a house, we are having a some loan, so we have to clear some EMIs. And there are some people will buy something, some accessories to the family. Suppose a washing machine, a refrigerator, and inverter, and so. So for that also we are having some EMIs. And most challenging task is marriage expenditures. We already getting a very less amount of stipend, which is not at all sufficient. Having EMIs of family accessories and home loans and this marriage expenditures. My dad will say at least 5 lakhs rupees are required for your marriage. Then I will think that, oh, is it 5 lakhs? From where I can get it? I'm already having a number of dues. Again, marriage expenditures. Again, I have to take the loans. When I will clear these all loans? This is the big challenge for me. And love. Some people are having a love because not because like they again we have to convince their, like suppose if I love a girl, like again I have to convince their family and my family. This is a very challenging task because they won't believe us and they won't agree with us. And some will need a job because they don't know scholar is a employee or a scholar itself a scholar, whether he is getting a salary or whether he is getting a stipend. How will he manage it when he will complete the his research, when he will become a doctorate? And is there any guarantee to have he or she will get the job? There is also a challenging task for every parents. So these are the challenges. First we have to face it. So if you want to go for marriage, first we have to check about all the EMIs, whatever we are having, and what is the marriage expenditures we want to put it, and how much is required. And if you are having a love marriage or arranged marriage, so how to convince the family. And again, how to say that though we are not an employee, but we are getting a enough stipend that can sufficient, that we with that we can manage the family for 2-3 people. That also we have to take a challenge and we have to convince them. That's all the challenges of any scholar's marriage. Finally, objectives. What are my objectives? How to optimize my time if I got marriage? How to manage or how to balance my stipend for all the expenditures in coming days? and how to cope up with my research and family, friends. These are all my objectives. So first I would say time. People would say like we need to spend a lot of time when we got married, right? Of course we have to spend, but what I would say, like if we are having someone to share our feelings and someone support us, like we will proceed with, and we never get demotivated. We'll keep on working and we'll go ahead. That is the one of the benefit for scholars getting into marriage. And yes, stipend, how to optimize it. First of all, the main optimization of a stipend, what we should do, right? Before going to marriage, you just sit with your family and explain them. So within the less amount also we can get the marriage. If you are convincing them, like there is a less chances of getting into more dues. So simple marriage also we can do. What and all required for marriage? So bride is required, groom is required, their parents, our parents, and friends. That's all required, right? That's enough now. Why to spend a lot of time? Who will remember all your expenditures, what you put, what lightings you put, what and all you have done? That is not a matter for us, because they will come and they will eat and they will go. But who will clear all the dues? We only, right? We have to struggle a lot of time. So marriage should be like a memory for us. It's not like a burden to us. That what now the situation for every scholars. We are very scared of about marriage because of all these expenditures. Myself, we self like ourselves restricting ourselves not to go for marriage. So if we manage stipend, if we are not having enough, if we are reducing our expenditures of marriage, that itself is one objective we can reach. And research, of course. So we cannot say like when we can have a marriage, in which year we can have a marriage. It's up to like our partner. She is okay for us. She will cope up with us. She will support us. Then definitely we can go for marriage. So if we optimize our time, stipend, and research, yes, we can go for scholars marriage. It's not at all a constraint for us. Okay. After objectives, what's next? Yes, results. I don't want to say what are the results of marriage, because I like the process. I like to identify the problem, what are the challenges, whether we are reached objectives or not. If we are fulfilling our objectives, means definitely results will come. Okay. Finally, what is the conclusion? One has to say their own conclusions, what they have faced, what are the consequences of marriages after their marriage life. By that time, he would face all the things, and we will get the experience from him, so that we will understand whether we should get marriage in the research or not. Finally, I want to say, if you marry a research scholar, what benefits you get it. Being a research scholar, he will do a lot of research before doing anything, before starting anything. He will identify what is the problem, what are the challenges, how to optimize it. So he will follow the methodology so that it will be very helpful for your family. And being a research scholar, he knows how to manage the expenditures, because he faced a lot of problems while if they are not getting the stipend, if they are not giving any contingency while they are doing the research. So he know how to optimize the expenditure things. And also most interesting benefit from research scholar is being a patient, because PhD is nothing but patience holding degree. If you scold, if you beat him, he will be very patient and he will listen to you. That is the main benefit from you. So marry a research scholar and get all these benefits. Okay.